Hi, I'm Becky Lyons. Welcome to Jesus Speaks in the Book of Mormon and in Dreams. So today we're reading the Book of Mormon from the Book of Helaman. We're starting it today. We just finished all of Alma and all the war chapters, and there's still more war to come. So the Book of Helaman is an account of the Nephites, their wars and contentions and their dissensions, and also the prophecies of many holy prophets before the coming of Jesus Christ. According to the records of Helaman, who was the son of Helaman, and also according to the records of his sons, even down to the very coming of Jesus Christ. And also many of the Lamanites are converted. An account of their conversion, an account of the righteousness of the Lamanites, and the wickedness and abominations of the Nephites. According to the record of Helaman and his sons, even down to the coming of Jesus Christ, which is called the Book of Helaman. Pahoran the second becomes chief judge and is murdered by Kishkumen, who was of the secret combinations of Satan. Pachumai fills the judgment seat. Coriantumr takes the Lamanite armies, takes Zarahemla, and slays Pachumeni. Moroni defeats the Lamanites and retakes Zarahemla, and Coriantumr is slain. So Pahoran dies. The Pahoran that we were reading about last time, the one that Moroni wrote, and then he wrote back. So Pahoran has three sons, Pahoran Jr., Pachumeni, and then there's one more son here, Payanchi. So Pahoran's son, Pahoran, becomes chief judge. Then one of the secret combinations, Kishkumen, murders Pahoran. Then Pahoran's second son, Pachumai, he fills the judgment seat, and then he is murdered as well. So Coriantumr murders Pahoran's other son, Pachumeni. So this, when you read this sounds a lot like what's going on right now in our government. So with an assassination attempt and everything, you can just take everything that we read in the Book of Mormon is like a blueprint for our day. It's for us to be watching, like, holy cow, like what just happened in the Book of Helaman is like what is happening now in our government. So pay attention, and it's kind of like it's a prophecy for our day. It's like a blueprint for what is going to go down in our day, and what's already going down with all the secret combinations taking over the United States, taking over the world. So let's go ahead and read. And now, behold, it came to pass in the commencement of the 40th year of the reign of the judges over the people of Nephi, there began to be a serious difficulty among the people of the Nephites. For behold, Pahoran had died, and had gone the way of all the earth. Therefore there began to be a serious contention concerning who should have the judgment seat among the brethren, who were the sons of Pahoran. Just like right now, you know, we're having a huge contention, and you go to any social media page, we're having a huge contention about who's going to be the next president of the United States right now. It's kind of... Verse 3, now these are the names who did contend for the judgment seat. So the judgment seat is similar to like the president in our country. So the names of those who did contend for the judgment seat, who did also cause the people to contend, was Pahoran, Payanchi, and Pachumeni. These are not all the sons of Pahoran, for he had many. So those were the three sons of Pahoran, but he had other ones. But these are they who did contend for the judgment seat. Therefore they did cause three divisions among the people. Nevertheless, it came to pass that Pahoran was appointed by the voice of the people to be the chief judge and a governor over all the people of Nephi. It came to pass that Pachumeni, that when he saw he could not obtain the judgment seat, he did unite with the voice of the people. But behold, Payanchi and that part of the people that were desirous that he should be their governor, they were exceedingly wroth and angry. Therefore he was about to flatter away those people to rise up in rebellion against their brethren. So Payanchi, he was angry, and he's trying to flatter people away to rise in rebellion against his brothers. And as he was about to do this, behold, he was taken, and he was tried according to the voice of the people, and condemned to death, for he had raised up rebellion and sought to destroy the liberty of the people. Wow, so Payanchi was condemned to death. So all three of these brothers are going to die. Wow. Because he was trying to destroy the liberty of all the people and take away their freedom and their religious rights and their freedom to vote, their freedom in the country. Verse 9. Now these people who were desirous that he should be their governor saw that he was condemned to death before. Therefore they were angry, and behold, they sent forth one Kishkumen, even the judgment seat of Pahoran, to murder Pahoran as he sat upon the judgment seat. So there goes the first son of Pahoran. Pahoran Jr. is now murdered on the judgment seat. He was pursued by the servants of Pahoran, and behold, so speedy was the flight of Kishkumen that no man could overtake him. He went unto those that sent him, and they all entered into covenant, yea, swearing by their everlasting Maker that they would tell no man that Kishkumen had murdered Pahoran. There we go. So Kishkumen murdered Pahoran. They took a secret oath, a secret covenant, swearing by their everlasting Maker, swearing by God that they would tell no man that Kishkumen had murdered Pahoran. So what does that remind us of? That is a total covenant to Satan. That's exactly, if you go back to the story of Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel, what did Satan tell Cain to do? Satan made Cain swear a secret oath that he would tell no one that he killed his brother Abel. And Satan told him, if you tell anyone that I told you to kill Abel, I will slit your neck. So that is who they are making a secret oath to Satan. These are secret combinations of the devil, and they're making secret oaths to Satan when he said that Kishkumen had covenanted with Satan, that he swore that he would never tell anyone that he had murdered Pahoran, and that no one else on the secret combinations would tell either, or this Satan would kill them. Verse 12, therefore Kishkumen was not known among the people of Nephi, for he was in disguise at the time that he murdered Pahoran. Kishkumen and his band, who had covenanted with him, did mingle themselves among the people in a manner that they all could not be found, but as many were found were condemned unto death. So they also covenanted, besides covenanting to Satan, they covenanted with one another that they wouldn't tell anybody either that Kishkumen had murdered Pahoran. 13, and now behold, Pachimeni was appointed according to the voice of the people to be a chief judge and a governor over the people, to rule and reign in the stead of his brother Pahoran. And it was according to his right, and this is all done in the 40th year of the reign of the judges, and it had an end. And it came to pass in the 41st year of the reign of the judges that the Lamanites had gathered together an innumerable army of men, and armed with them swords and scimitars, and with bows, and with arrows, and with headplates, and with breastplates, and all manner of shields of every single kind. And that they might come down, that they might pitch battle against the Nephites. And they were led by a man whose name was Coriantumr, and he was a descendant of Zarahemla. He was a dissenter from among the Nephites, and he was a large and a mighty man. Therefore the king of the Lamanites, whose name was Tubaloth, who was the son of Amaron, supposing that Coriantumr, being a mighty man, could stand against the Nephites with his strength, and also with his great wisdom, insomuch by sending him forth he should gain power over the Nephites. Therefore he did stir them up to anger. He did gather his people together. He did gather together his armies, and he did appoint Coriantumr to be their leader. He did cause that they should march down to the land of Zarahemla to battle against the Nephites. So who does that sound like? He's stirring them up to anger. So Satan stirs people up to anger and contention as a mechanism to get them to do what he wants them to do. So in our own lives, are we letting Satan stir us up to contention and anger? And then if we are stirred up to contention and anger, what do we do about it? So Satan wants to keep us angry and mad because he knows that we are disconnected from the Spirit and from God, and that's the doctrine of the devil, to stir us up to contention and to argue one with another. What is Christ's doctrine? The doctrine of Christ is to love one another and forgive one another. So as we make a personal application, when you get stirred up to get attention and anger, choose to forgive and be quick to forgive and be quick to make peace and be a peacemaker and not a contention maker. And tomorrow we will read the exciting conclusion of this story. We read half today, and I will see you tomorrow.